First day of Jam's testimony, Brian Steele was doing Brian Steele things. He didn't get a chance to cross Jam yet, but he dropped the word that Brian Steele tends to drop. Every prosecutor dreads it: mistrial. Twice in one afternoon, the motion for the mistrial came up. Stay with me. The judge denied the mistrial motion, and that often happens the first time, but he did give a warning to prosecutors that sets the scene going forward. So before the jury walked in the morning, the defense warned the judge out loud on the record that, hey, if one of these cooperating witnesses starts talking about crimes that nobody here is charged with, that's going to be a mistrial. And the judge said, yeah, no gratuitous pot shots. You can't go up there, take the stand, and just start mentioning crimes from years and years and years to get the jury to feel like, oh my God, these are terrible people. Well, later that day, we get OTF Jam on the stand. The jury is sitting there listening. The cooperator, the prosecutor asks Jam, did Dirk encourage you to be aggressive? Give us an example. And this is where Jam brings up this issue in Miami. There's a guy hanging around the crew. Turns out he's one of Tory Lanez artists. And Jam says, I'm going to start robbing these goofies. They got all this jewelry. I ain't got no jewelry. And Dirk's alleged response, according to Jam, that's what I'm talking about. That's the Jam I've been waiting on. So you're in front of the jury. It's a murder for hire trial where nobody is charged with robbing anyone. Jam has already gone out there and started his testimony saying, oh yeah, I'm pleading guilty to robbery. Here's the rule, plain and simple. If the government wants the jury to hear about other bad stuff that Jam did, like a robbery because Dirk told him to, you have to give notice ahead of time in writing so that the defense can be prepared. Ask their client, hey, Dirk, did you tell Jam to do a robbery? We need to be prepared to cross him on this. There was no notice given. They spent months and months and months preparing this case, talking about what the testimony was going to be. And this story about, oh, I was in Miami and I told Dirk I'm going to rob this dude. And he's like, yeah, I've been waiting on it. That's what I'm talking about. Never came up. So the defense never got to ask a single juror about that in their questioning for setting the jury. It never came up in opening statements. Steele goes up there and he tells the judge, look, and they're bringing in stuff about, oh, Dirk is directing a robbery. This case isn't about a robbery. Nobody gave us notice that what we're being charged with is telling Jam to go rob people. This is something that the prosecution knew would inflame the jury, that they wouldn't be allowed to do it, and they did it anyway. The judge said, look, strike the testimony. I'm going to tell the jury, disregard the whole Miami story. These men are on trial for what the charges are, not any type of robbery in Miami. Then he turned to the prosecutors and said, look, you should have told them if you were going to bring up some type of Miami robbery, and this should serve as a warning to you to not do it again. Week one, government's on warning. You can bet Brian Steele's going to be trying to build that up brick